Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to our fourth monthly meeting of manufacturing team of Top Glove Sdn Bhd. I am glad to welcome each one of you to this meeting, and I hope that everyone is fine and in good health.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Apologies for the absence of today's meeting.
Yes, and unfortunately, Miss Yasmin is currently on medical leave. But please be assured, as she stated that once recovered, she will immediately return to work.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Sifa. All right, before we proceed to the next item, I would like to highlight Mr. Fakri's attire at the last meeting. That is not suitable attire to be worn as it does not comply with our close protocol. What do you have to say on this, Mr. Fakri?
I am deeply sorry, sir. Due to a certain situation in my home that day, I was only able to attend that meeting in only those attires.
Right, apologize accepted. Try to make sure this will never happen again in the future, okay?
Noted, and thank you for accepting my apologies.
Okay, moving on. Let us proceed with our next item. The minutes of the previous meeting.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, is there any revision?
Yes, from the last meeting, there is a need to allocate a new water cooler at the office. I have already made the proposal for that and already submit to you. But the value that you wrote in the proposal is 3. We only need 2 water coolers.
Thank you, Thank you, Miss Mawada. I will make that necessary correction.
Okay, any other revision?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can someone propose the minute to be accepted?
I propose the minutes to be accepted.
I second the motion.
All right, let us continue. Any matter arising?
Yes, sir. About our production line non-functional conveyor, the supplier had agreed to send a new machine. They will ship it within this week and swap the new one with our current machine.
This is true because based on the contract, they are responsible to repair or refund any system malfunctioning machine they provided. Besides, it has only 3 months for the date we purchased that machine.
All right, glad to hear this. This would save some cost on the repair. Plus, the production line will be able to continue smoothly as soon as possible. Anything else to add?
No.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Right. Moving on to our next agenda. How about the implementation of recycled material? Any suggestions?
Yes, about that matter, I suggest to redesign the product packaging to ensure it uses the minimum amount of materials. I think it can try to incorporate reusable or recyclable packaging content by products in bulk, as it will have reduced packaging.
I support the suggestions.
I agree with you, Mr. Fakri. Also, we can reduce the volume, which refer to the separation technique, which remove the hazardous part of the waste from the non-hazardous part. This method helps in reducing the amount and cost of waste disposal.
By controlling the materials used in the manufacturing process, reduce the amount of excess raw materials in stock in the quantity of hazardous materials to reduce the amount of waste generated. Order only the quantity of any material needed and only the amount needed for a certain period of time.
All right, wonderful. Are we all agree for the solutions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you for the solutions. Okay, thank you. Let's move on to the next agenda, which is about the letter of utilization on standard operating procedure in our company.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I would like to inform you about some disobedience of our staff regarding this issue.
Yes, continue. What is the issue on the hand?
This issue is about of our staff do not wear masks correctly and keep the social distancing in 1 or 2 meters. This will cause the risk of COVID-19 case increase in our company, and simultaneously this will cause the quarantine and lockdown ordered by the government agencies such as KKM. What do the other things about this and how to solve it?
Yes, I also hear there have been many complaints regarding this issue. I would suggest that whoever is insubordinate in this matter will get a credit penalty. Those who get 3 credit will need to attend hard counseling for 30 minutes every day in a week during lunchtime, meaning they had to sacrifice half of their lunchtime for their negligence. What do you all say?
I agree with the resolve from Mr. Ifa about this issue.
All right. I will all agree for these solutions.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. If everyone accepts the proposed solution from Mrs. Ifa, we shall proceed with the solution on hand.
All
All
right,
right,
sir.
All right, sir.
All right, that's fine. Thank you. Glad we managed to settle that matter fast. Okay, let's move on to the next agenda. Okay, this is quite serious because this problem has been informed in the meeting with our CEO last month. If I'm not mistaken, a few bulbs and fans just got broken in our cafe, toilet, and prayers room.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. It is so inconvenient for the people because it is a dark and hot because it's a barely changed yet.
So, do you guys have any idea to solve this problem?
Oh, in my opinion, I am suggesting that our interns should do this problem because it is just a minor problem. I believe that our interns have the capability to do the servicing.
I don't agree with you, Mr. Fakri. I think we might need to allocate a new tender from outside contractor for this service. This is because I don't want to interrupt the intern with their upcoming project.
I'm sorry, Ms. Mastura. If we allocate new tender to outside contractor, we are actually dragging time because this is very urgent. I think if the trend solve it, it is a good solution because it will cost us to save more money.
Okay, settle down here. Who agree with Ms. Mastura? Please raise up your hands. Okay. Whoever agree with Mr. Fakri, raise up your hands. So we have a majority towards Mr. Fakri's suggestion. So I agree our interns will be taking care of the servicing work.
Noted, Mr. Chairman. I will get back to you on this.
Much appreciated. Before we proceed to the last agenda, let us conclude the decision that we have made today. Right. For item 1, we received an apology from Mr. Fakri, who was wearing a proper attire in the previous meeting. Okay. For item 2, as been proposed by Mrs. Ifa, including the correction that Mrs. Ifa had pointed out, we will locate 2 new water coolers at the office, not 3 water coolers. The minute will also improve as a correct record and signed by the chairman. Okay. For item 3, based on the Mrs. Ifa, we have received a confirmation from the supplier of the conveyor machine that they will swap a new machine with our current machine as the current machine is having a non-functional problem, right? Okay, for item 4, as stated by Mr. Fakri, Mrs. Ifa and Mrs. Masura on a few different matters, which are number 1, redesign the product packaging to ensure it uses the minimum amount of materials. Number 2 is reduce the volume. And number 3 is controlling the materials used in the manufacturing process. Okay, for item 5, based on the issue raised by the committee of SOP, we have some staff in our company who is not complying with our SOP. As such, we agree on a penalty measure on those workers. If this happens again in the future, they will be penalized accordingly. For item 6, due to these issues, we decided to ask the trainee to fix the damage as suggested by Mr. Fakri. Few lights is cracked at the cafe, a few fans have broken, and a few button fan broken at price room. Anything else to add?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
All right, thank you. Next item on hand. When and where is our next meeting?
Regarding that, Mr. Chairman, due to our company timetable be packed with other urgent matter, our next meeting is to be postponed. I will send the notice to all of the members prior to our meeting.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm glad that we managed to finish this meeting on time. Anything else?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
Well done. Thank you everyone for participating. The meeting is adjourned.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, stay safe and take care, everyone.
Thank you.
You
You
too.
too.
Thank you. Thank you, you too.
All right.